We love the Visa Center!
Is a must to get there. Hey, it's not true. Not true at all. Because there are programs that IELTS and other English tests are not required. You need to have a big amount of money in the bank. Great news! Not all the time. Because there are programs that proof of funds are not mandatory to process your application. It is expensive. False. We have options, and part of it is planning and goal setting. There is an age limit for a study permit. There is definitely no discrimination when it comes to learning new skills or studying a new course. The process is difficult. Not really, because the Visa Center is there for you every step of the way.
How much is the cost of my application? The best thing for us to do is to ask the TVC consultants, wherein they will give us the comprehensive pricing scheme depending on the country that you would like to apply for, the program that you're eligible to take, and the type of visa that you prefer.
Here are some of the amazing benefits of becoming an international student in Canada. Apart from having an internationally recognized qualification, you can work part-time during your study and full-time during semester breaks. Your partner can work unlimited hours as a holder of permanent work permit during your study. Apply for postgraduate work permit after your study and stay in Canada with your family. You may include kids in your application and they can study for free in public schools. As an international student, you gain extra points for your permanent residence application. You and your partner may qualify for permanent residence after only 1 year of full-time work experience. Enjoy the fantastic climate and quality of life in Canada. Know if you are qualified today. The Visa Center, shaping a better future. Here are the basic benefits of becoming a permanent resident in Canada. As a permanent resident, you get to work, study, or do business in Canada. Get access to their universal healthcare. You get the benefit of free education for children up to 18 years old and a highly subsidized secondary education. They also have the Canadian Child Tax Benefit, where you get support from the government for raising your children. Unemployment insurance of up to 65%, Social Security and age pension for your retirement. As a permanent resident, you also get to sponsor your family as a temporary or permanent resident. And of course, you have the luxury of traveling to and from Canada from the date that your visa has been granted. Experience the beauty of Canada as a permanent resident. And after accumulating years of living in Canada, you can apply for citizenship and hold a Canadian passport. Well, we all know that the Canadian passport is one of the most powerful passports in the world. Be our next successful client. The Visa Center, shaping a better future.
All right, hello guys. Good evening to everyone, and welcome to our Sunday episode of the Visa Center Q&A with Fun Games. I'm Julie Sorsano, and today lilipat naman tayo from Australia. Pupunta na naman tayo ngayon for Canada naman na study pathway. Okay? So good evening everyone. It's actually 6:15. Yeah, medyo late tayo ng konti sa ating schedule for today. But also, this is already past 10 p.m. din sa Pilipinas. At saka syempre, makakasama pa rin natin ang aking bagong-bagong co-host. Yan, all the way from Nueva Ecija, si Miss Ain Francisco. Hello, Ain.
Hi! Hello, Junie. Good evening, everyone. Sa ating 15 live audience, so sana madagdagan pa, please do share our Facebook Live para po marami tayong matulungan. Ayan. So, nakaka-excite dahil kahapon
Correct.
from Australia to Canada at magkasunod ang ating show. Kaya naman
Nice,
talaga
di ba?
nakaka-excite.
Mm-mm. Ay, kasi
Yes.
kahapon, we have couple of inquiries then from our Facebook pages kasi nga we have 4 branches. And yun nga, people are also asking talaga, how about naman papuntang Canada? So, for today, ayan, para sa mga viewers natin dyan, ang napili natin na school partner na i-feature tonight is, nalilito ako ng Ain at saka Ain. So, it's Ain, correct?
Ain, yes, Ain.
Alright. Kasi para sa mga viewers natin dyan, ang target location natin na school partner is Alberta. Okay, sa mga viewers ko dyan, na-share ko yata sa aking Facebook wall, ang ating Facebook Live ngayon. Lahat ng mga classmates ko dyan at mga kaibigan ko na nasa Alberta, Canada. Ayan, good morning. Ay, tama ba? Oh, good morning kasi baliktad ang oras sa kanila doon eh. Or madaling araw yata sa kanila ngayon doon. So, ang daming mga Pilipino, no, na talagang ang tawag nito, ang gusto nilang
Target nila talaga.
No, nire-request talaga nila sa atin itong Southern Alberta Institute of Technology. Ayan, kasi nga medyo probinsya ng konti and then mas mababa daw ang cost of living. So, for sure, our special guest will help us understand more about SAIT, di ba? What are their courses? And a lot more. Pero syempre, bago niyan, Miss Ain or Miss Ain. Natatawa pa rin ako, mali pa din.
Well, definitely. Kahit na nga mo medyo malayo sa city, definitely quality education pa rin ang i-offer sa atin ng Southern Alberta Institute of Technology. Garantisado yan.
Correct. And we are after kasi with where are Filipinos relatives, di ba, na nasa Canada.
True.
So, like ako, di ba, nung time na nagpaplano din ako na, what if I'm going to move to Canada? So, iniisip ko yung my relatives are in British Columbia. So, definitely nag-check. Alam mo yun, mag-check ka ng school na within that area. Kasi kung pag ganun, somehow, alam mo yun, tipid yung cost of living mo kasi may bahay ka ng matitirahan.
Yes.
Your relatives will help you to find a part-time job, etc. etc. So, sometimes...
Hindi ka masyadong homesick noon pag may kasama ka ng family, di ba?
Correct. At saka kumbaga mas
kasi lalabanan natin.
At saka mas malakas yung tawag nito, yung
loob.
Confidence mo na okay, i-proceed mo yan. Kasi mayroon naman ako mapupuntahan doon. Ayun. Okay, so ito partner, anything muna from our Philippine branch? Mayroon ba tayong pa-update dyan? Maybe some of our viewers today hindi nanood sa ating kahapon. So at least we can just repeat yung mga announcements natin.
Well, definitely, ang The Visa Center Nueva Ecija is still offering 30% off at libreng review sa IELTS. So, napakalaking bagay na yan para sa fast approval ng inyong application. And also, meron tayong ilang mga approval sa student for Australia and for work naman is for Canada. Ayan. So, yan po yung mga updates natin sa Team Nueva Ecija. And hopefully, dahil nagkakampaign tayo ng ganito, ay mas maraming mag-apply para mas bongga, di ba?
At ito naman, oo. At saka ito naman, update naman natin para sa mga viewers natin na hindi nakapanood sa ating kahapon with our school partner in Australia. Ito guys, just for your information lang po that international students are now allowed to work more hours to help ease COVID worker shortage. Ibig sabihin po, nabawasan na yung restriction, okay, when it comes to working doon po sa Australia. So, yun yung isang magandang announcement. That's actually coming from announcement yan ni Prime Minister Scott Morrison. Okay, and also, what else? Ayan nga, so we also posted na couple of posts na sa aming social media din, yung mga na-approve po natin mga applicants. Kaya guys, if you're not yet following us on social media, please make sure to follow us. I'm going to share sa ating screen. Ayan ang ating mga social media pages. Ayan, you can also visit our website, www.visacenter.ae.
Ayan, dahil pala nating platform, may Facebook, may YouTube, may TikTok, may Instagram. So, napaka-accessible talaga ng ating company.
nasa top 5 na social media platforms ang the Visa Center. Okay,
Wow.
so ito na siguro wag na tayo muna mag-commercial no, because I'm very excited and of course I'm very excited with our special guest tonight. I'd like to introduce and pero bago ang lahat guys, if you have question pala muna, naririnig ko yung manok friend. Philippines na Philippines.
Bukid kasi ito, friend. May farm.
So, patunay talaga na sa Pilipinas ka, no?
Yes.
Dito
Buti
kasi
nga
sa
walang
Dubai,
aso.
dito kasi sa Dubai, ang madidinig mo dito prayer ng mga mosque. Kasi
Yeah.
dito yung maririnig mo. Kasi yung mga camel, hindi naman gumagawa ng noise eh.
Sound, oo.
Oo, wala naman silang sound. Ayun. Anyway, ayan na. So, introduce ko na friend yung ating special guest tonight. All right. So, from Southern Alberta Institute of Technology, we have Mr. Andy. Hello, Sir Andy. Good evening.
Yep. Hello, Junie, and hello, Anne. Thank you so much for inviting me into this webinar. So my name is Andy, and I'm the regional recruiter from SAIT in Southeast Asia regions.
Okay.
Hello.
So, sir, everybody are really excited to have your presentation. So, we will not going to waste time anymore. You can share your screen. And
Yeah,
then,
for sure.
Calling all the attention of our viewers that guys, if you have question, clarification, or anything about study permit or regarding about Southern Alberta Institute of Technology, don't be shy, just comment, and then we're going to give a time after the presentation to raise your questions.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone. So now I'm going to share my screen, and then hope that everyone could see it right now. Okay. I think it's good, right?
It's still not showing. There.
There. Okay.
Okay, that's good. All right. So
All right.
So once
So,
again-
we'll give you the floor, sir. We're just on the background. All right.
okay, thank you so much. So I'm going to present a lot of good information about SAIT and hope that you guys can consider SAIT as a good school to plan for your study, and I think it should be a good start for you if you plan to have an immigration pathway in the future in Canada. So SAIT, which is a stand for like Southern Alberta Institute of Technologies. So we located in Calgary, which is the biggest cities in Alberta province, and also the fourth largest cities in Canada in general. So we are located in the western part of Canada. And as you know before, so Canada is truly a good place to study abroad. We have very good education quality. The living expense and tuition fee is quite affordable, as well as, we have a very stable, safe, and open environment for international students. And of course, one of the most important thing when you study in Canada is about immigration opportunities. So basically, after graduations, you can apply and get post-graduate work permit. So it means that you can stay up to 3 years after graduations, and you can find job, get working experience, and I think it should be a pathways for you to immigrate in the future. Okay. So basically, Alberta, I have to say that it's a good place that you could consider to study abroad, because if you become a SAIT student, so actually during the time you study admin programs, you can work part-time, which is 20 hours per week and 40 hours per week during the semester break. And during the semester time is 20 hours per week. So I think it should be a good way for you to manage. And also after graduations, all our program for international students are eligible for PGWP, which I mentioned before is post-graduate work permit. So actually you can have more time to find jobs and plan for your immigration pathways later on. The cost of living in Alberta is pretty affordable, normally around like 800 Canadian dollars per month. So I think it's much more affordable than other big cities in Canada as well. And there will be no provincial sales tax. Also, when you study here, you can apply and get the universal health care for free from the Alberta government. and I think you can save around like 1,000 or 1,500 Canadian dollars per year for the insurance fee. And of course, so Alberta has so many famous sightseeing places like the National Park of Banff, Lake Lucy, Jasper, Rocky Mountains. So you can enjoy and experience a lot of good places in Canada. So here's the thing that I would like to mention about the living cost. There will be no provincial sales tax instead of other province. So it means that you only have to pay for the federal tax only, which is 5%. So just imagine if you, how to say, order dishes that cost you like $10 in a restaurant. So maybe in total here in Alberta, you have to pay like $10.5 for that dishes, but other could be 11.2 or 11.3, depends on the rate of the tax. So basically, you can see the gap here, and you buy many things, you save a sum of money. And of course, if you buy things with greater values, like hundred of dollars or $1,000, so you can see why you should choose Alberta, because you can save a sum of money as well. And of course, as I mentioned before, when you study at SAIT, you can work part-time during the time you study here, and the wage rate in Alberta is pretty high. I mean, not the highest, but still very good. 15 Canadian dollars per hour for the minimum wage rate. So basically, I think you can earn a sum of money that covers some part of your living expense as well. And yep, Calgary, I have to say that we have a vibrant atmospheres of big cities. So it's pretty similar to like Toronto, Vancouver, and how to say, has so many good economic indicators that you can, how to say, feel comfortable that you have a lot of potential to find job after graduations and plan for your immigration as well. So we have some kind of very good rate of GDP per capita among other big cities in Canada, as well as the diversified economy. So in the past, you normally heard that Calgary is only focused about oil and gas, mining industry, things like that. But currently, we diverse into many fields. So basically, you can find job in many fields like business, finance, or even things like constructions, healthcare, IT, health service, things like that, hospitality. So we do still see a lot of growth for all these fields in Calgary, Alberta, and we have some kind of forecast that there's a lot of improvement in this field as well, despite the COVID-19 impact. And also the number of employment as well is still very good. And actually, if you could find a full-time job here in Calgary, I have to say that they pretty, how say, receive a very good wages or salary per year. So basically, you can earn around like from 55,000 to 60,000 Canadian dollars per year. So I think it should be a good wage for you to settle down your life in Canada, or even if you bring your family as well. And here are some notes that you can take about the labor demand focus that I do read from another report from the government of the Calgary. Okay, so Calgary, I have to say, yeah, we have very good economic indicators as well as good public transportation system. The population, how to say, has a majority of local Canadians, so you can experience and make friends with a lot of Canadians here as well. And also is, how to say, Calgary has so many like big shopping center, restaurant, hotel, resort, festival, and other entertainment things that you can do and experience. So you never feel bored here. Okay. So for SAIT, we have a very long tradition of history to provide education in Canada. So we was started in 1916 and kind of like the largest college right now in Alberta with close to 20,000 students starting at SAIT right now. And because we are public college, so it means that we are so different from university because of the method of learning. So we provide career-oriented programs. So we learn hands-on knowledge, so you can apply directly to the workplace that you will enjoy. I mean, in the future after graduations. and ready to find job and ready to how to say join the workforce as well. And of course, we do see a good employment rate of 91%. Student after graduation within 6 months will get that job, full-time job after graduations. Okay. And here are some pictures about our school. So as you can see, we invest a lot into our state-of-art facility. And also in terms of the locations, I have to say that we are very close to the downtown Calgary. I mean, next to the school is one train station, and I think it takes you like 2 stops, 10 minutes to travel from SAIT to the downtown. So it's pretty convenient to go. I mean, besides studying, you can go to the downtown to go shopping or work on part times and things like that. It's pretty convenient. And currently, we have close to like 3,000 international students coming from different countries. I have to say that we have a strong base of Filipino students starting right now. Every year we have around like at least 200 new students from Philippines starting here. And of course, Calgary has a big populations of Filipino permanent residents as well. So we do support a lot for Philippine students in terms of like academic support, culture, immigration advising, and things about applying post-graduate work permits. So we do support for you. And currently, as said, our tuition fee is kind of like variable. So it could how to say cost you like 18 to 20,000 Canadian dollars per year if you choose a college diploma or say. But if you study bachelor degree, it will cost you around like 22,000 Canadian dollars per year. So yeah, besides study, of course, so we invest a lot into our facility clinics, so you can do on lab a lot of applied research, applied project during the time you study with us, as well as a chances to do like co-op or work placement during the time you study. And you learn a lot from our faculties, which is business professional in the field that they teach. We have small class size, and of course, thousands of industry partners that we can connect you with potential internship and also entry-level job after graduations. Currently, as said, we provide a lot of credentials. We have some programs that have bachelor degree, and we have a majority of program will be offered in 2 years diploma, and the rest will be have like 1 year certificate. Currently, we don't have postgrad program yet, but we intend to open some postgrad in winter 2023. So you can wait for more information this summer. So that is the thing that we would like to mention. Of course, after completing like 2 years diploma, I mean, most of our students will find job immediately because they are eligible for post-graduate work permit. But if you still want to continue study with another 2 years of bachelor degree, is also good. You can study with some available program as SAIT, or you can study with other public university in Canada as well. So we do have partners with them. Yep. So here are some key programs that I would like to mention, so you can take advantage and pay attention. But of course, the list of full program will be on our webpage. First of all, is a School of Business. So we have bachelor degree and diploma about that. And actually, in terms of the business administrations, we have so many majors that you can choose to study. Could be supply chain, marketing, general management, accounting, finance, and HR. Those are very good. And students, when they study, they have chances to do projects, or they can find internship with many well-known companies like Amazon, Home Depot, Walmart, Ernst & Young, TD, Canada Trust, or Chicago Bank. And yeah, so basically, I have to say that Calgary is a big city with so many good economic indicators. So we have so many, how to say, the high concentrations of entrepreneurship startup, as well as, how to say, retail management, retail business. So you can learn a lot of, how to say, potential job about that. Finance and insurance are still good here. And also logistics and supply chains is good in Calgary as well, because Calgary is in charge of like 75% of good and transportation management in Alberta province. And also we have the second business cargo airport, which is a cargo which is how to say Kugari International Airport. So it means that there will be a lot of job here in terms of business, and you could consider about that as well. Okay, that is the school that we do receive so many local and international students as well. The next one is about School of Hospitality and Tourism. So we have bachelor degree about that, and we also have diploma about hospitality and tourism. You can consider other things like culinary or baking and pastry art. That was also good as well. So hospitality and tourism, we do also have at least 6 majors for you to consider, pretty similar like business administrations. And of course, I have to mention that at SAIT, we, in terms of the school of hospitality, we do have our own, how to say, student-run restaurant, as well as the, how to say, school simulations of how to say, of the hotel. So that's why you can do practice. I mean, with a lot of good tools, facilities, pretty similar like when you work in a restaurant or hotel. I think it should be a good start for you to do practice first inside the school, and then after that, maybe in the summer we will have you to get co-op or work placement in a real, I mean, global and 5-star hotel or resort or restaurant at Kugari cities. And also, I have to mention that I think it takes you only like 1 hour to travel from Kugari to many famous sightings like Banff, Lex Lucy, Jasper, Rocky Mountains. So those attract millions of tourists. So you can see that we have seen a lot of potential about hospitality job. And that's why I want to mention. Of course, Kugari itself has also a lot of, how to say, job prospect about that, and a lot of festival as well. And here are some pictures about our school of hospitality. You can see uh, about school of energy. I have to say that we, of course, Kugari is a leader of oil and gas and mine industry so many years before. So that's why we are very strong based with program about like petroleum engineering. But of course, we also very, very good with things like chemical engineering, environmental, electrical, and petroleum engineering. So those are very good, and we have seen students have chances to do applied research with companies like BP, Shell, or Spartan. So those are giants, how to say, player in oil and gas industry on the world. And Kugari also has received a lot of investment from the government in terms of how to say building and a lot of projects about clean technologies or clean resources um, factories. So that's why we have seen that engineering job is good, and Kugari has the highest concentrations of engineers in how to say Canada big city as well. School of Constructions, we mainly focus about like construction project management, civil engineering, or architectures. You can do placement of projects with companies like how to say 3M Canada, DuPont, Microstations, and those are very good as well here in Kugari. School of Health, I have to say that we don't have much option for international student, but we have few options that you can consider, things like opticians, health information management, dental assisting. Those are eligible to apply. And of course, you can do practice inside state clinics first, pretty similar like school of hospitality, and then we will give you placement in Kugari public or health hospital or other health facility as well. So I mean, actually, when you complete this program, you are ready to study and do the entrance exam of the how to say of the license of the program that you started before. And after you pass that exam, you can work on this field as well. School of Informations Technologies, we are very good about information technologies, and you can choose currently is one of 2 major, which is software development and hardware system, which is mainly about computer system. If you want to study about cyber security, we do have that, which is information system security. And I have seen that student where they study this, they can do a lot of projects or do placement during the time they study with companies like Microsoft, Amazon Web Service, Oracle, IBM, and things like that. So those are very good in terms of the IT. And Kagari also has the high concentrations of STEM workers and high tech graduates. So that's why we do the reason for that, because how to say, a lot of companies in IT, they open their headquarters here. They want to expand the business here as well in Kagari. So that's why we attract a lot of good employees in terms of STEM and high tech field as well. For media and communications, you can do about like general things about professional communications, like new media production and design. But if you want to learn something more specific, like journalism, film, radio, graphic design, we do have that programs for you as well. And you can do, how to say, placement with companies like Kugari Harap, CBC, Omni TV, CTV. So those are very well-known media's company in Kagari in particular, and in Kedah in general as well. Just some pictures about our school of media. Transportations, we mainly focus about maintenance. So you can do maintenance for aircraft, automotive. So we do have our own garage that you can do, how to say, maintenance for cars. For like Ford, General Motor, or we even have physical classroom inside Kugari International Airport for you to do a lot of, how to say, maintenance for plane from WestJet company, for example. And finally, it's about school and manufacturing. We have things about like mechanical engineering or welding engineering technologies. So those are good key programs that you can consider. So normally, how to say, normally if you want to study like bachelor degree or college diploma, you need to graduate at least high school, and then you need also have IR of 6.0 with no band below 6. But good news for Filipino students that we will waive IELTS for you if you have the medium instructions certificate in English. When you submit your high school document to us or post-secondary documents, so we can consider to waive IELTS for you. So there's no need to submit IELTS. So that's why in this slide, I just highlight about the English pathway program. Mainly for students that don't have IELTS 6.0 before, but for Filipino students, we can consider waiving IELTS. So I don't see that you need to, how to say, consider about taking this program as well. And of course, besides the study, we also have a lot of good facilities like gym, soccer fields, swimming pools, and also you can join with a lot of student club to do volunteers things. We also have like career center service that we can help you with things like improve your resume, CV, your profile linking, also help you to attend a lot of career fairs inside and outside the school, and apply for a lot of job boards as well online. So it means that we have you to excel and meet with a lot of potential employers in Canada, so that you can find job like internship or entry-level job more easily. And during the time you study here, you will receive a yearly pass of monthly transportation of public transportations. It's pretty convenient for you to use that. And of course, there's another thing that include in your tuition fee already, which is the health and dental insurance. The reason for that is because the general healthcare package from the Alberta government, they would not cover things like prescriptions or things related to dental and optical health. So that's why you need to have this or included in your tuition fee in order to cover this expense or risk. Okay. And of course, SAIT, we located in Kugari. So it's a big city. So there are so many options of off-campus resident that you should consider to look for here. But still, if you, quite new here and you don't have friends, relatives living here, or you cannot find by yourself a place to live off campus, so you can consider about on-campus resident as well, because we do have like 2 big buildings inside the school. They all fully furnished and, how to say, have different type room that you can live and choose. You can live in like in a single bedroom apartment, or you can share in a, how to say, 4-bedroom or 2-bedroom apartment as well. it will be a little bit expensive. Could be around at least 1,000 Canadian dollars per month for the living cost. But I think you can still be consider, how to say, for the first semester when you come here for the first time. Scholarship is something that we do have this general information on our website, so you can learn more about that as well from the link that I have put on the slide. We may have specific scholarship for Southeast Asia region in the future, so I will give you update soon when I have that information. But currently, I mean, um, so for scholarship, so any type like local or international student, they can choose which type of scholarship that they want to apply and do that. Maybe some scholarship that will open for all type programs, but some will have for specific program as well. But in order to apply for scholarship, you need to get accepted offer from SAIT first, and you have to pay tuition deposit. Then you can start applying for scholarship. So we normally open the scholarship date, I think 2 months before the program starting date, so you can apply soon. And then after applying, normally we will inform you the result in the end of your first semester of study here. So it means that if you were accepted for scholarship, you will get credit of the scholarship money from the beginning of your second semester. Okay, the value is around like 1,000, 2,000, or maximum 5,000 Canadian dollars value. Okay, and here's just an example of Filipino student alumni that got scholarship before. And okay, to sum up that about SAIT informations, I would like to say that currently at a school right now, we have three main intakes, which is September, January, and May. So for May intake, currently, I mean, most of the program are full right now. I think we just only have few limited seat of business administrations, and we will accept until 24th of January this month. But for September intakes, we're still accepting applications, but please be note that many programs may be full as soon as possible. So we have deadline now to receive full intake application, which is 24th of May. So that's why you need to apply hurry. The reason for that, because you need to apply soon so that you have more time to apply for visa and get visa on time to plan for your travel. So that's why we close the application date quite I say sooner than other school. And currently, I say if you apply to us, so you need to pay application fee, which is 450. And also, if you receive offer letter from us, you need to pay a tuition deposit, which is 1750, in order to get LA and apply for visa. Okay, the normal processing times that we have right now is 4 weeks. Okay, and one thing I would like to remind you once again is that we will waive IELTS for Filipino students if you can demonstrate the medium of instruction in English at your high school or post-secondary documents. So that's why there's no need to submit IELTS. Okay. So yeah, so I think that's all from my presentations, and I look forward to answer your question on the chat box. Thank you.
All right. Thank
right.
you so much, Andy. Yeah, I like your presentation. It's quite different from what we had yesterday because your school you offer a skill-centered program, which is very good for the Filipino people to work there in Canada. It's a great stepping stone. I really like
Correct. And
that.
also, yeah, and also we would like to acknowledge that because you mentioned that there is already a big number of Filipino community in Alberta, especially in Calgary, and plus common problem of Filipino, they say, planning to study in Canada is that some has no relatives, and good thing that SAIT is offering an accommodation. And I'm so
In
thankful with
house.
your honesty.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're recommending that if it's a little expensive, but they can always have that option. You see, after a month to look for an accommodation for themselves, because based on experience with Filipino abroad, if they started, let's say, studying and begin new friends, like especially Filipino friends, they can like recommend of which area or house they can actually share. and
Yes.
that's actually very helpful for our viewers right now.
Yeah.
And no IELTS, I would like to repeat that, guys. So this is school, all right, in Alberta, Canada. For Filipino, IELTS is waived. They're offering also scholarships, all
Yes,
right?
that's what I like as well.
Yes. So and plus the courses are some of Filipinos' interest when it comes to studying abroad. And you highlighted earlier that they have to start their application now so that they will have enough time to process all the documents needed for their visa application, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Because we what we have seen from the winter intakes
Mhm.
2022 already. So I think a lot of students, they have to wait like 2 months and a half or 3 months to get the visa on time. So that's why we plan, how to say, to encourage students apply soon, so that
Soon
they
as
have more
possible.
time, yeah, as soon
Mm-hmm.
as possible. So that they can get visa on time and they can travel. More
Yeah.
comfortable, and there would be no need to defer as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Mhm. And you
Yes.
mentioned that there are so many. Sorry, friend. There are so many students are actually like enrolling now, and you mentioned for January only the business management course is available.
Yeah, no. What I mentioned is that for the May
For the
intake 2022. So most of the program are currently full, except for business. We just have few limited seats. But I think students just have only like 1 week only until
Mhm,
24 this month to apply for the intakes. Yeah.
mhm. Okay, aim.
Ayan. Okay, so thank you so much for all the information. We're just waiting for the questions of our viewers, but I think they understood all the explanation because it was really easy to understand, and we are very positive that. Ayan. Okay, there's a question from Sweat Angel Javier Veligolia. Okay, pwede po bang mag-shift ng other course after 1 year if 2 years ang kukunin? So she's
Ah,
asking if she can shift her course if she's taking a 2 year course. For example, a year for business, then she wanted to transfer to another course. Would that be
Uh,
possible?
you mean that if students study program A, for example, and then during the time they study, they want to change to program B? Is what
Yes.
it's still possible for us as well. But definitely, student will have to be considered that if this, how to say, if we will try to see that if there will be any kind of like similar courses between program A and B, so that we can help students to consider about transferring credit. But if
Yes.
not so, student will still have to study. 2 years for the new program.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's like they'll be wasting the time that
yeah,
they
that's
have
right.
taken the other subjects. They had to
That's
be the
correct.
same. Yes,
Yeah,
okay. So you have to check the subject you have taken and then the subject that you have to take on the new course that you want to take. Ayan.
yeah, that's
yeah,
So
and
correct.
hopefully that
it's
answered.
also that means that you have to spend more because maybe some of the
Yes.
core
More
subjects
money and more
are
time.
related to the next course.
Yeah, that's
So
But
they
correct.
have to decide.
Yeah.
yeah, but for sweet, if that really going to happen, well, you still have that option. You can actually do that. You can actually shift from one course to another course if you really want. Okay, so sorry, just for our viewers, especially those who are late listeners and didn't catch up the start of your presentation. I just like to know for them to let's say enroll. How much is the initial budget that they need to what it is to prepare so that they can say that they are ready to enroll now. Do you require
Um,
a 1 year payment
Do you have payment
or
options?
yeah?
okay, so basically, for things like living expense, so in Calgary, Alberta, right now, they should consider maybe like 10,000 dollars per year for the living expense. For the tuition fee, as I mentioned before, it varies from 18,000 to 20,000 dollars per year. And actually, if you apply through SDS stream visa, so definitely you need to pay upfront 1 year first to apply for that stream. But if you just how to say apply for the normal stream, so you just how to say first you need to pay for tuition deposit, which is 17 and 50, as I mentioned before. And then after, I mean, before the program starting date, you just need to fulfill the rest of the money. I mean, the rest of the semester of the first semester fee that you need to pay. So basically, they just need to pay like twice times per year for the whole tuition fee. Yeah.
Okay, that is for the preparation. But how about, let's say I just wanted like to enroll? How much do I have to pay? At least, I'll get enrolled in SAIT already, and then start process my visa.
Yep. So basically, for example, just imagine that.
Just accept my application.
Just an example that if you apply for a program that costs you a year, which is 18,000 dollars per year. So if you already pay for her tuition deposit, which is 17 and 50, so before you travel to Canada, you have to pay for the rest of your first semester fee. So let's say like 9,000 dollars minus 17 and 50. So I think you still have to pay like how to say, I think 6,500 properly around that. I think to fulfill your duty of the first semester fee. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's actually very good. At least I don't have to,
They have the idea
Yeah.
how much money they need to prepare.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, maybe just an additional information to our viewers that don't worry, guys. The reason why we just wanted you to start your application now. Okay, we actually shared our contact details in our ticker. So we're offering free assessment and consultation. So that's free of charge, just for you to know all the details that you need if you're going to apply for a student visa in SAIT. All right, and then also for you to have time to comply with all the documents needed, okay, and also to process your visa. And don't worry, because once you are enrolled and maybe there's some delays with your visa approval, well, I believe SAIT will also give them a chance to like move their intake, Mr. Andy, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, we do have we can give you the chances to how to say make deferral requests, but of course we do have deadline for that. As well, you need to supplement a lot of how to say supporting documents to demonstrate that of course you are receiving like visa delay, so that we can consider and give you that deferral. Yeah, for sure.
That's also very good because they can also take online class if that's possible for their course chosen.
Yeah, that you can do, but at first you need how to say you need to check how to say with our academic advisors if that courses could be do online or not, because some courses they will require you to have physical appearance to do on lab or school facilities. So that's why you still need to be on campus. But for the rest, like theory classes, so you can still be able to do online as well.
Yes, as you mentioned earlier, they focus on skill centered program. So it's definitely, if that's the course that you're getting, you have to do it face to face with the professors and all. Yes.
Kasi parang it's like, for example, for automobile or mechanics, you cannot do it online. You have to do it like practical activity.
You have to do it actually. Yes.
But well, as we know, guys, ayan, for our viewers, yun naman, in demand yung mga courses na ino-offer nila if you graduated, of course, in SAIT. But sir, just additional clarification for our viewers. For example, they took 2 years course, and then once they graduated, do you have like PGWP where they can like extend their stay in Canada, something like that?
So actually, I mean, from my understanding from the how to say RRCC policy. So from my understanding, so for post-graduation work permit, you can apply and get one times only in your lifetime. So that's why if you study, I mean, at least 2 years program or more, so you can get a maximum which is 3 years of post-student work permit. So that is the maximum time, and you can get only one time only in your lifetime. So that's why not possible to renew or things like that. But anyway, so I think that 3 years after graduation to find job, I think it's still good for you to have a lot of time to consider
Yes.
and finding your pathway as well. Yeah.
I have a
Good.
question. Do
Yep.
you have like a partner company? Like if you produce graduates that they can directly report them for work, do you have like something like that?
Yeah, for sure. So basically, I mean, we have partners with at least like 11,000 industry partners in
Wow.
Calgary,
Wow.
Canada. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, those partners, they help school with things like they provide us to a lot of how to say knowledges or insights about the workplace currently. So that our school know that what kind of knowledge that we should teach for our students, and also
Mm-hmm.
they give us some kind of like money to how say for say so that we can
Mm-hmm.
invest into our facility, our clinics for students to do
Yeah.
research or projects, and also at the same times, how say those students that we train, they will become how say internship training from those company as well, and could be entry level job after graduations. So that's why we get connected very close to a lot of partners here.
Yeah, by the way, you have very impressive facilities there. I really like it when you saw
And
it
the
on your
campuses are really great.
presentation.
Really
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
it's
actually,
like
yeah,
state of the art.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's correct. So actually, if you have time to visit, I mean in person, it's really huge because we do have our own space with a lot of facilities and each school department as well, and so you can experience how to say a big pictures of our school. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so we have this one question from Marites. All right. So the question is there a age limit, okay, for a study visa or study permit?
I think from the point of view from our school, so at least when you apply to say there will be no age limit, and I think when you apply for student visa, I don't see that there will be an age limit as well. So basically, you just need to prepare well with what they have, what are the requirements in terms like finance, study plan, and other related things, health condition, things like that. So it's still possible to apply, and I don't see that there any kind of like age limit right now.
Mhm.
All
All right.
right. So there's no this age discrimination for studying abroad. Yeah. And okay, that's
No,
very good to
not at
know.
all. And what I have seen from our school right now is that we do see a lot of how to say adult student from Philippines. They do study with us, and even they brings their family as well. So it means that they come to study here. If they have spouse, so that spouse will get like an open work permit to work in Canada, and then the children could receive like a free education to study
Mhm.
here in Canada high school as well. So it's still possible to do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's very good. I hope we answer your question, Marites Fernandez. We have another question from Christina David. She's asking if there is a need for a proof of funds to get
Um,
approved.
I think for our school, we don't need any type of like poor funds. Just that when you apply for visa, so definitely you need poor funds for sure, like bank statement or other relevant documents,
Mm-hmm.
salary slip or things like that. Yeah.
Okay, so
All
we
right.
have here another interesting question from Cecil. Can I include my family in my application? Because we know one of the benefits of a student visa in Canada is I can bring my partner or my husband or wife and even kids. Do you suggest uh, to process, or this is something to do with the visa application? Maybe we'll just ask our consultant later on about this question.
Yeah,
We
I
will
think
have
so.
Miss Reese to answer this. But
Mm.
the answer is yes, but she will going to explain it to you, Miss Cecil. So stand by for that. Okay, partner, I do you have some more questions? Because for me, I'm very happy
I
with the
think we're
presentation.
good. Yeah, we're good.
Maybe for our viewers, guys, if you are late sooner, please once we end our Facebook live, please watch it again, okay, and start the
Mhm.
presentation. It's a complete presentation of everything that you need about SAIT. Okay, so that's Southern, what is it?
Alberta
Uh,
Institute of
Alberta
Technology.
Institute of
yeah.
Technology. So, Mr. Andy, thank you so much for your time. And yeah, this is really a special favor from us because, we move our schedule from
From
last week to
last
move it
week.
this week. We really appreciate your time with the Visa Center.
Yeah, I do
Yes.
appreciate a lot for your support, and for sure. So maybe I do believe that I mean most of you join this webinar already have a lot of good information about school and should consider
Definitely.
stay as a destination to study and plan for your how to say immigration pathway in the future. And definitely, if you need any kind of support, how to apply for say apply for visa, things like that. So I do suggest to come to the visa center and they will help you for sure and make it more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so much, Mr.
Andy.
Andy.
Thank, thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Have a good night. All right, partner. So that's Mr. Andy. Ayan, representative ng Southern Alberta
Ayan, pwede na
Institute.
tayo mag-Tagalog, partner.